Razaban for FightHype.com, all the way from America. And you know when he's down, that means there must be a big fight on Saturday night. We're here at the Kell Brook Triple G final press conference, and with me I've got legendary MC Michael Buffer. Michael, firstly, how are you? And how is the voice? Because I know you've been constantly talking. Still got enough in there for to rumble on Saturday?
So far, so good. We'll be fine. My voice is well. I feel very healthy for an old geezer, so I'll be able to step into the ring and do my job Saturday night.
I can always step in if you want me to.
Oh, no problem. Okay, if I have a little struggle, I'm like, come here, mate. You know, get in the ring, no problem.
But I know how to do because remember at the Mayweather Manny Pacquiao one, I think your voice was.
I had full-blown laryngitis.
And you were still up there. You wasn't going to miss that for anything.
No, I got out what I had to say. By the time the decision came around, I could barely get it out. And luckily, I was sharing the duties with Jimmy Lennon, so he announced the decisions.
Michael, we're here. I want to go back a couple of months when Triple G looked like he was going to fight Christian Bank Jr. That fight then fell apart. Were you shocked? Or were you surprised that Kell Brook decided to jump up two weights to fight one of the premium fighters in world boxing today?
I'm sorry.
Were you shocked that Kell Brook stepped up 2 weights to fight the premium fighter in world boxing today?
Shocked in a sense that the negotiations were like practically a done deal with Eubank Jr., and which would have been a massive fight, a great fight. But not shocked that Kell Brook would say, get me that fight. Because everything I've seen about Kell Brook says I can fight for the middleweight championship of the world. Always at 147, especially over the last 4 or 5 years, he struggled to make 147. I mean, really struggled. He, you know, athletically, his physicality and everything, he would have to just cut muscle and train for 3 months instead of 2 like the normal fighters do. And so I was not surprised at all. I don't think he's even looking at it like he's stepping up or adding muscle or anything. He literally has been able to train at a more comfortable weight now, and he weighed in last week for the pre-weight weigh-in of 167.8, something like that. 5 pounds more than Gennady. And he's just very comfortable at this weight. I think when we have the weigh-in tomorrow, you'll see 2 very comparable looking physical specimens in the challenger and champion. I mean, you know, what a record. 36-0, 25 knockouts. His last 20 fights, only 4 guys made it to the finish. Gennady Golovkin, 35-0, 32 knockouts, 22 knockouts in a row. Every title fight won by knockout. The only, at this point in his career, the only middleweight champion in history to have knocked out every challenger. An amazing fighter and taking on an amazing challenger. I see it as a great fight.
Well, do you feel like, obviously Kell Brook has been chasing Amir Khan for a while. Gennady Golovkin most recently wanted to fight Canelo. It looks like Khan didn't want Brook, looks like Canelo didn't want Triple G. Is that kind of the only option they had to kind of get together?
Yeah, it's an amazing thing because I think Khan had a lot of the same problems that Gennady had, Kell. He wanted to fight Khan. I mean, Khan versus Kell Brook in the UK is the biggest fight since Roach and Groves. I mean, they probably could have put 80,000 in Wembley. Massive payday for each fighter, but it just wasn't happening. He couldn't get, Amir to commit to that. The same thing where Triple G and Canelo, they just couldn't get Canelo to commit to it. And, you know, for reasons, whether they're bad or good or indifferent, each of those fighters, Canelo and Amir Khan, went different ways. They actually ended up fighting each other. What we're seeing now is they both are taking what they can get, and turns out it's going to be a good one.
Have you got prediction in mind, Michael? I know you like to give a close.
No way.
Close to your chest, but no prediction.
No, I see it as a really good fight. I don't think the judges will be a factor, no matter what happens. But the referee can count to 10. That's all that's going to happen, I think, in this fight.
Thank you, Michael, for your insight.